The mandatory Social Security participation is a real problem and should end up on the cutting room floor of the Senate. And there are 4 reasons as you go around the Hill and are talking to people. First, it isn't fair to cities, counties, or states. Experts have analyzed this proposal and believe it doesn't solve the problem. It merely hands the problem off to someone else. In fact, what it would do is put greater pressure on the budgets of cities and counties who must meet their contractual obligations in a defined benefit pension plan. Second, it isn't fair to current firefighters. If local governments are required to meet a bigger portion of the pension fund, they will require current employees to pay a larger and larger share of their paycheck to the pension to make up for the lost contributions of new hires. Third, it isn't fair to new employees. All of you go to war every day. And I mean that sort of in rhetoric and hyperbole, but each day you don't know what's coming. You know, take a look at the first responders in Japan right now. You don't know what's coming. It could be a 9/11. And I would say to my friends from Colorado, and I would invite all of you, we have a 9/11 stair climb at Red Rocks Amphitheater every year on September 11th to celebrate and to honor those firefighters who were fallen in New York that day. But it isn't fair to new people. You carry hundreds of pounds of gear upstairs, you get injured, you get beaten up, plain and simple. Most fire departments use NFPA standard 1582 to determine physical fitness on the job. By the time most firefighters hit their 50s, the years of wear and tear catch up with them. They can't meet. Some of you, I know, are still in fantastic shape, but some can't meet the fitness standards and they can't do their job anymore. At that point, they're too beaten up and too young to collect Social Security benefits. If we start requiring new employees to participate in Social Security, down the road they will be forced to work a second career when they're done with their firefighting. They'll be physically worn from career of service, but forced to work until they reach the Social Security retirement age of 67. And lastly, this recommendation doesn't solve the problem. The Debt Commission itself found of all their solutions to fix Social Security, this one was the least helpful. In fact, it only gets 8% of the way to Social Security solvency in 75 years. And it's worth noting that Senator Conrad, one of the gentlemen who's trying to figure out a way to get our budget back in shape, Senator Conrad himself believes Social Security should not be part of the deficit reduction plan. It is for all these reasons that I again ask the Senate to please not touch mandatory Social Security coverage. It is a solution in search of a problem, and as studies have shown, it simply will destroy the financial lives of generations of firefighters who have carefully planned their finances and are doing a good job with them.